Welcome back, lost one. You are tuned into station No.Where.
Hi, this is D. 指韩流. This video presentation presents my Major Studio 2 project called Station No.Where, a sound-based board game that explores how sound, rather than visions, can act as the central medium of imagination, perception, memory, and shared presence in physical gameplay. I started from a simple yet radical question. What if we center sound, not visuals, at the core of a game design? In most games, visuals dominate, but sound surrounds us constantly, carrying rich emotional contextual cues. Still, we rarely rely on it to guide our imagination. Unlike images that fix meaning, sound remains open, abstract, and more emotional. This sound can trigger vastly different memories, perceptions in different players. For example, while an image of a departing train easily syncs very well, a tester said the sound of the same train may instead invoke tension or even apocalyptic dread. This difference reveals how sound often elicits associations that are broader, more ambiguous, and emotionally charged than visual cues. This ambiguity, once structured, can become a powerful engine of play. Also, this structure is not just adapted, it's invented for audio-based interpretation. To structure this, I designed 55 notion cards, conceptual words distilled from sound-triggered emotions and perceptions. Each round, one player becomes the expressor, others are the guessers. The expressor listens to an audio, selects a notion card in secret, and tells a short presentation story or other descriptions. Guessers submit their own cards to confuse other players. Then everyone guesses. That's my common acoustic set. But instead of visual cues, it builds bridges through sound and narration, turning open-ended reactions into focused, communicable play. Sound doesn't point, it flows. I align this with the dreamcore authentic, imaginary space between comfortable and unease, presence and memory. In Station No.Where, I use urban and nature ambiances, noise-filtered textures, and distorted voices. Essentially, real memory-saturated sounds to create this liminal field of perception. Through this aesthetic exploration, I gradually composed a multi-layered sound pattern that, while unified in style, could trigger diverse perceptual responses and invoke memory across different emotional registers. Playtesting revealed players found sound intriguing, but unfamiliar. To support expression, I introduced 42 question cards, divided into story and sensation types. I also split the game into 2 rounds. The first round offers visual assistance through Touch Designer, dreamlike particles that follow the music as a soft, subordinate layer, designed to support rather than override the auditory focus. In round 2, visuals disappear. Only the music remains. Notion card slots reduced to increasing difficulty. Players gather around a web-based radio with glitching host prompts, embedded random playback, and shared cards that co-create an ephemeral narrative through listening. Functional, the digital layer, especially the UI flow and simulated radio narrative, help the players grasp game physics more intuitively, replacing the need for traditional rulebook reading with a fluid, broadcast-like experience. Station No.Where is not a game of action, but listening. And not just listening ambient music, but also listening players' expression. Through this project, it showed them sound, often overlooked in gameplay, holds generative power as both a narrative device and a connector of people. At the same time, it expands the expressive boundaries of board games as authentic forms of interactive art by sound driving mechanism.